Hi friends, it's Dr. Veronica Wax, naturopathic physician, happily retired. Today I'm going to talk about environmental allergies versus GERD. Here on my channel I already have a video on silent reflux, how GERD can create symptoms of upper respiratory tract infection, even asthma, hoarseness, chronic cough, and ear infection. This is the video I'm talking about. I actually go into great details to explain how acid will come up here and will create all of those symptoms. Please see. But today I'm going to talk only about allergies versus acid reflux, because I see that some people have a difficult time to understand how it happened and how to differentiate. So they ask me all the time, is it allergy or is it GERD? So I will explain to you as simple as possible, and I will give you a clinical case. So here is an example of my client. I decided that he has acid reflux. He also seemed to me had symptoms of allergy, but at that time when I started to work with him, I wasn't able to differentiate. So I started to treat GERD, and we did the treatment. So no water with your meal, pancreatic enzymes, L-glutamine, probiotic and prebiotic. So finally, he was able to discontinue his Prilosec. But 2 weeks later, I get an email from him. He was saying that he has unpleasant sensation in the middle of the chest, sometimes at night, somewhat similar to that GERD that he has before. But he said, no, it's not exactly the same. He gets better outside the house. He went for conference for a couple of days and stayed in the hotel, ate classic conference food, which was junk, with no acid reflux. Sometimes he wakes up at night with nasal congestion. So he was asking me, should he go back on Prilosec? So I said, absolutely no. Let's have a conversation over Skype and let's talk about that. So we had a conversation. Usually I ask these questions that will help me to clarify what's going on. So what is that? Is it pain, itching, scratching, and intensity from 1 to 10? When the symptoms are happening? During the day, at night, in spring, inside the house, outside the house, maybe some food will precipitate that. How the symptom starts? Is it suddenly or is it getting slowly worse? What makes the symptom better or worse? Sometimes you can hear from patients that they will go for vacation and they forget about the medication because they have no symptoms. And radiation of the pain or the symptom, ask about if there are any other areas that get affected. For example, a person may say it's always start as a scratching in the throat or a mild pain in the chest, and it will go a sore throat, then nasal congestion, and then eventually end up always as an ear infection. So the conversation boiled down to no relationship to food. Had junk food, still no GERD. No classic GERD. Nasal congestion at home, congestion at night, no symptoms at work, and no symptoms outside the house. So I told person that it's not an acid reflux. I want to see environmental allergy laboratory work. So he went ahead, and here is for you the sample, part of his laboratory work. So what you can see here is highlighted in black, immunoglobulin E. This is abnormal, that is abnormal, and cockroaches allergies also came abnormal. Person said that has no cockroaches in his apartment. I said, well, maybe people who used to live in the apartment had cockroaches or your neighbors have it. These two at the top are dust mites. So when you look at the laboratory result, this result is very well correlates with the conversation that we had. Look at that. So no symptoms of GERD, congestion at home, dust mites, and cockroaches are at home. Dust mites live in your mattress and in your room, and when he is working, he's working as IT person in the cubicle, has no symptoms. And also when he goes outside for walk, there are no symptoms. And that's confirmed on the laboratory work. Here is you see immunoglobulin E for maple tree, cedar, oak, elm, and sycamore. Also there are more to that laboratory work. The grasses are negative, so a lot of things are negative. So only those came positive. The treatment for this person is going to be deal with dust mites. Okay, so get rid of your rugs, do a deep cleaning of the carpet, special pillowcases for pillowcases for pillows, for mattress, no curtains. And then I was talking about neti pot with patient, vitamin C, and some antihistamine substances, and also homeopathy. Okay, so I hope it's clear. If you have any questions, please ask. If you need a health coach, please let me know on my website. Subscribe and ask me questions here. I'm here to answer all your questions. Thank you very much. It's Dr. Veronica Wax. Bye-bye for now.